Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. This is Justin Autumn from myrecordinginternship.com. I wanted to bring you a video today about some good studio practices and habits to get yourself into. And these are great if you're at a commercial recording studio or even if you're recording out of your basement or your bedroom or anything like that. If you like our videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, check us out and give us a like on Facebook. And for more audio content, head over to our website. It's www.myrecordinginternship.com. There's over 100 tutorial videos on there, downloadable session files, there's weekly masterclasses, there's everything that you need to get your audio production career up and running, and it's all absolutely free. So check it out and spread the word. So now let's get into some of those techniques. So the first piece of advice that I want to give you is make sure that your studio best suits you. That means if you're recording out of your bedroom and you have a limited amount of space, don't go crazy and buy a huge board like this. Don't go out and buy the Argosy. Don't go out and buy a C24. You're recording from your bedroom. You want to make sure that there's room to actually record the guitars, to record the vocals, to record anything. And if this big, bulky piece of equipment is going to be in your way, it's not going to suit you. It's not going to make sense for you to do. The reason that we're able to do it is because we're a commercial studio, and we set up that way. If I were to take you around, you'd see a couple lounges, you'd see a bathroom, you'd see a couple of sleeping quarters, some closets, 2 studios and 2 live rooms. And that's just because that's what suits us. We're constantly getting clients in that we're working with, so we need the space. For some of you guys, that may be the right way to go. But for others of you, that might not be the right thing to do. You know, if you're recording in your basement, then make sure that everything is going to be comfortable for your environment and for your clients that are coming in. The next piece of advice that I want to give you is make sure that you're professional. There's going to be a point in time when you start actually calling clients and talking to them on the phone. Now when you talk to them on the phone, that's their first impression of you. So you have to make sure that it's a good one. You don't want to make yourself come off as arrogant or cocky or anything like that. You want to talk to them like a human. You want to make that real connection with them, and then hopefully they come into your studio. Now, when they come into the studio, that's not necessarily going to mean that they're coming in to record. It's really just like the second part of the interview process. So they're going to come in, they're going to check out the gear and everything that you have, they're going to see the environment, they're going to see who they're working with, and meet you face to face. So that's why you don't want to represent yourself in a terrible way. You don't want to drop curses, you don't want to do F-bombs or S-bombs or anything like that. What you want to do is just be professional the entire time that they're there. That way, if they can see that you can talk to them and you're organized when you're talking to them, they're going to feel more comfortable. They're going to look at you and say, this is a guy or girl that we want to work with, and they seem like they're very put together, and our stuff is going to be in very good hands. So make sure that you make them feel comfortable and act professional. The next thing that you're going to want to do is make sure that you're recording in a clean environment. It sounds a little bit silly, but honestly, if you're recording in a cleaner room, things go a lot smoother. There's less distractions sitting around, and there's less that can throw your eyes off when you're actually tracking. That means you're paying strict attention to everything that's being recorded and all of the playing that's happening. You're not going to be distracted by garbage on the floor, by a couple cables just laying around, by guitars that are just sitting on the couch instead of on their stand. Make sure that things are put away, and you're going to have a much smoother session. I guarantee it, especially when there's a band of 4 or 5 different people in the room. The cleaner the environment, the better off you are, the more you can pay attention to your actual tracks and the things that matter. Now the next one might actually be the most important on the list. You're going to be dealing with a lot of clients with different personalities and different lifestyles, so you want to make sure that your studio is keeping to strict guidelines. That means no drinking and no drugs inside of your studio. Those things can be a serious liability, especially if you're getting kids that are underage that are drinking, or if you're getting illegal substances in the studio. That could be a reflection on you, and you could actually be in a lot of legal trouble with something like that if they're caught. You don't want to put yourself into a predicament like that. Plus, you want to record with a sober mindset. You wouldn't do construction work while you're drunk on the job, and you wouldn't be doing your accounting work while you're high. So why would you want to do something like that at the studio? Make sure that everything is in a sober mindset, so that way you're fully aware of what's happening while you're recording, and you know that it's the best product that you can make. Now once you start recording, you're going to want to make sure that you have a game plan. You're going to want to set goals for the day, and different people work differently, so take that into account. What I like to do is work off momentum. So I'll try tracking as much in one day as I possibly can and as the band possibly can. If things are going great, we get the scratch guitars, we knock out the drums, we're able to get guitars done, all the edits and everything done in one day, and it only took us maybe 4 or 5 hours to do 5 songs. Maybe we'll continue with bass or lead guitar, and we'll see how that goes. If after 2 or 3 songs on leads, things are slowing down like crazy, then take that as a sign. You want to make sure that you're done for that day, come in fresh on the next day, and start from there. A different way that you could approach it is just set goals for the day individually. So say today we're going to do drums, edit them up, make sure that all the sound replacing is done, and then that is our game plan for today. We're finished with drums. Tomorrow we do guitars and bass, do the same thing. Next day we'll do vocals. But set a game plan, be open, and have that communication with the clients that you're working with so everybody's on the same page with what you're doing. Things will go much smoother that way, and you'll have much happier clients. So we're coming down to the end of the list here, and this next one is going to fall into place somewhere between being professional and setting up those game plans. But I kind of wanted to establish this one on its own and give it its own place because I think it's really important. So you're going to want to make sure that you're always on time. This means if you set up a session for 10 o'clock in the morning, make sure that you're going to be at the studio at 10 o'clock in the morning. And even get there 10 minutes early. Eat breakfast, shower, get ready, get prepared for the day so you're in the right mindset when you get to the studio. If you're on time, the clients will see it. They'll see that you're eager to be there and that you want to work. It's a good reflection on you. It's a good reflection on your studio. And it's definitely something that you should get in the habit of doing. And the last piece of advice that I'm going to give to you is crucial for any producer at any point in their career. And this is be honest with the people that you're working with. If you hear something that they're doing that doesn't sound right to your ear, let them know. Most of the clients honestly will appreciate the feedback, especially if you're giving them a reason for it. Most people want to sound better, and if you're being honest with them, you're doing a service to them. Don't feel bad about telling them something that's going to hurt their feelings, because a lot of the times you're working with people that aren't surrounded by music the way that you are. And you know all these little nuances and all these small things, and you can impart some wisdom on them. So like I said, most clients are really going to appreciate it, and it's a good representation of yourself as well. The more honest you are, the more it shows your true personality, and the more that people are going to make a personal connection with you. And this is a business of connections. So you're going to want to make those connections with your clients. They'll pass on those feelings, those good feelings that they have about you towards future potential clients. And then that's how you start building up all of your people that are going to be coming into your studio. It's really a great way to bring people in. So be honest with everybody, be honest with yourself, enjoy the music, and have a good time while you're doing it as well. So I really hope that these tips are going to help you throughout your recording career. And if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to contact me. Check out our website at www.myrecordinginternship.com. There's all sorts of great audio advice on there, and the whole thing is free. We created it for you guys, for all of the audio community out there. So please help us spread the word. I'm going to include some links in the description below. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Have yourself a great day.